Alright, gonna change it up a little for you boys today. This is the first episode of Annals of Time.
A little bit to the left. Nope, left. Right there.
As a self-proclaimed history guy...
This is the most popular room everybody wants to see.
No, not that kind of history guy. Anyways, being someone who enjoys learning about history, I figured it would be an easy way to get some video ideas. And I'll be honest, I couldn't waste the name. I just liked it too much. So, the first video is about a jewel of the ancient world, a statue which was known as the most divine and beautiful figure in the Mediterranean. This statue was eventually lost to time, and only remains as a Roman copy of the Greek original.
Until all of a sudden, whoosh, is gone.
Where?
Well, nobody knows where or when.
But before I reveal the name of the statue,
Who's that Pokemon?
I want to tell you about its sculptor. The story begins with a man named Praxiteles, born in Athens circa 395 BCE, to his father Cephisodotus, the Elder, a sculptor. Now, unless you're a Greek guy hanging on to the greatness of classical age Athens from over 2,000 years ago, they all do this, don't let them lie, just like the Italians do with Rome, or an insufferable 3D art major. Sorry guys, but I've seen a lot more of this, and a lot less of this. But in all fairness, I'm a retarded guy.
Gay?
Now, you probably have no idea who Praxiteles is, but you've probably seen his work. The only surviving original piece that is confirmed to be made by him is Hermes carrying the infant Dionysus. Everything else attributed to him is either a Roman copy or unconfirmed as to who the sculptor is. But all I have to say about that sculptor is that the detail is absolutely nuts. Now, while the Hermes of Praxiteles is a great statue, that's not what we're talking about today. First, I want to start back when he was a little bit younger. So imagine you're a young Praxiteles, living in the sepia tone of around 400 BC, and learning under the tutelage of your mentor and father.
Praxiteles!
Yes, father.
What have you done with my chisel?
Huh?
Boy, I swear if you took my chisel, I'm sending you to get taught by that pederast Socrates. My son, what have you done?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was ornery.
This is beautiful.
You really think so?
Yes. My boy, it's tiny.
Anyways, the actual statue that we're going to focus on is the Aphrodite of Cnidos. Constructed approximately around 350 BC, it was controversial for being the first three-dimensional female nude in Western art. This statue was crafted from marble and became so scandalous for portraying the goddess of love and fertility with nothing but an armband on and her robes cast to the side. To be honest, it sounds pretty reasonable for a god or goddess of calm to be naked, but I digress. Along with the Aphrodite of Cnidos, Praxiteles made a sister statue of Aphrodite, but the difference is that the sister statue was draped in robes. They both went up for sale at the same time. The beautiful but modest portrayal of Aphrodite was taken by the people of Kos for their temple, and all that was left for the folks down in Cnidos was our Aphrodite with her milkers and sniz out like she got a $5 subscription from you. However, while Cnidos got their second pick and took what they could get, it happened to work out for the better, with the Cnidian Slutress becoming one of the most famous and visited statues in all of history. Most saw the statue as the renowned work of art it was, but it also proved a great tourist destination for horny sailors at the same time. These anecdotes were provided by Pliny the Elder, described as a Roman encyclopedist, known for writing the Naturalis Historia and being older than his nephew Pliny the Younger. It should be said that Pliny isn't necessarily the most trusted source, as his encyclopedia is filled with inaccuracies and myth. That's not to say Pliny is a pathological liar or some sort of con man.
Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
Just saying, he's a guy who said he recorded 20,000 pieces of information, some of which include the backwards-footed horsemen of the Himalayas, or You can pass the venomous sting of a scorpion to an innocent donkey by whispering details of the event in the donkey's ear. Wow, what an ass.
Wait.
But anyways, keep that in mind and take what our boy Pliny says with a grain of salt. However, I think this next part is true, because the statue would have been around for Pliny to see, and maybe because I just really want to believe it. So here's his quote. "Its shrine is completely open, so that it is possible to observe the image of the goddess from every side. She herself, it is believed, favored its being made that way, nor is one's admiration of the statue less from any side."
3:28 a.m.
They say that a certain man was once overcome with love for the statue, and that, after he had hidden himself, during the nighttime, he embraced it, and that it thus bears a stain, an indication of his lust.
Bad rain.
Wait, what was that? Did I hear that right? He jizzed on the statue? Well, according to Pliny, yes, someone did. And the stain was still visible years later. And you're probably thinking, but why? Horny sailor man, why would you do this? Well, you gotta think, there's no such thing as porn. And if you've ever been at sea for a while, I'm sure a life-size nude statue painted to look human might do it for you. Shit, isn't that like the whole reason the idea of mermaids exists? I mean, you might think to write off the statue as purely artistic beauty and not notice the sexuality.
But your brain did.
And not to mention, like I said, it is painted to look human. So, you know, it's not like you're jerking it to white marble. By the way, the painting part is called polychromed. It should also be said that apparently this young man felt so ashamed once the stain was discovered that he threw himself off of a nearby cliff. So, learned his lesson, I guess. The original Aphrodite of Knidos has not survived the 2 millennia between its creation and now. The original temple site is believed to be found by Iris Love sometime in the early 1970s, as she found the ruins of a structure which resembles the description given by Pliny the Elder, and a stone statue base inscribed with Prax. You know, probably our boy. Love also thought that she found the only remaining fragments of the original, but that is now believed to be from a different statue. The original statue was possibly lost in 475 AD in Constantinople when a fire destroyed the Palace of Lassus. The statue is said to be modeled after a courtesan of the time named Fern, who is said to have revealed her breast in a court as protest and was convicted of impiety, the same crime and fate as Socrates.
Hey, look him up. Oh, it's under Socrates. Oh, yeah. Socrates. The only true wisdom consists in knowing that you know nothing. That's us, dude.
It's also believed that Fern was Praxiteles' lover.
It really makes me happy to see you right now.
Then I am the most important person in the universe.
This seems to be disputed more in recent years, but there is reason to believe the statue and the story of its creation led to inspire Ovid's Pygmalion.
Please, how can I fix this if you don't stand still?
Alright, well, there's not too much left to talk about this statue. I kind of wanted this to be a little bit of a shorter video, but if you ever want to see the statue, like I said, it was destroyed or lost. But if you want to see the most faithful recreation, the Roman copy is the Colonna Venus in Museo Pio Clementino, somewhere in the Vatican, I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Hosidor, tes clepsydras, hypiou, hemon, hemerai.
How's it going? I'm Bill. This is Ted. We're from the future.
Socrates.
Now what? I don't know. Philosophize with him.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
Dust. Wind.
Dude.
Himes, uten anno, blanconiotos.
Let's get out of here, dude.